Good evening and tonight, viewers. This is Three Roads Gaming. Let's ride. Last time, we started Chapter 2 here on Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Today, got some upgrades. Shikamaru's still an archer. I'm having an angle to be a ninja. I don't really like using thieves all that much. And he needs a little more time as a monk to unlock Geomancer, to get some experience in that. Which I'm mostly using propositions for. And as I unlock more cities, I will gain more propositions. But almost there. Samo didn't really do too much with him. He's ultimately going to be a samurai. Need to get him over as a dragoon, which means I need to get him to level 3 thief. Also, by way of propositions. Didn't do a lot with Samantha, to my memory. But she's got Fira and Thundara, so she can deal some damage. Not much up with Ramza. I'm gonna get him over as a chemist at some point. But with all that, and finally, Halberd is now a dragoon. I almost said lancer. That's wrong here. Yes. Need to get him something other than fundaments. Might try to get him over as a geomancer. Elemental is a pretty decent ability. But I'll think about that later. With all that said, speaking of birds, let's go to Araguay Woods right here. Araguay? I don't know. I believe this is the first place name that is the same across the PlayStation version and this one. Here, let's see. Bring in Halberd. Sorry, Shikamaru. Bringing in my heaviest hitters.
Forward.
This is another one where we can decide whether or not to rescue the target. Gob? Oh my gob!
An adult-pated bird to wander in. We've little enough time as it is.
I'm gonna choose one. I think it knocks down his brave a little, but oh well. He'll get it back. We're still going to coincidentally save the bird, but it just won't be...
Leave it to me.
It just won't be our goal. Well, not conveniently, but rather inconveniently. This can be pretty easy to lose if RNGesus is not on your side. Specifically if you got some compatibility issues. Let's see here. He had 3 and 2. Or 1 and 2. Alright. Shockwave, baby. Not bad. Yeah, the Black Goblin is pretty much going to beeline for the Chocobo. It's like in Deus Ex, how pretty much only that one enemy NPC beelines towards Gary Savage's daughter, and the others just kind of ignore her, to my memory. Only ever pulled that off once. Not worth it, I don't think. Boom! Jesus, his bravery dropped 10 points?
Ready and waiting.
That's not fair. Hardly seems fair at all. Okay. Wow. Wow, charge times on those spells are unfair. Alright, might try and get her over as a time mage. Get her swift spell. I think only that one unit goes for or that one guard goes for Gary Savage's daughter. Basically, if you make too much noise, there's kind of an enemy. I think you're fighting MJ-12 at that point. There's an enemy MJ-12 trooper that is basically assigned to her. And if, you know, if they feel like things are getting a little too close, they'll just kill her. Boom. Not boom. Opposite of boom. Okay, let's see now. Damn it. Alright, fine. Just use a potion on yourself.
I must concentrate. Let's get this over with.
Nominally, the beauty part about the Lancer is that he can use like that. The Lancer can use spears which have a range of 2, which means that if you got an enemy with counter, you can just hit the enemy out of its range, and then who will care? Go, Chocobo. Okay. All of my allies will go before him.
Come on.
Goblins are weak to ice. So... take that. And... I can stick him from 2 tiles away. So even if he survived, he couldn't counter me. I'm gonna use Shockwave, which will not miss. There we go.
It seems well enough. A lucky one, this. Let's hope it's got a sense of gratitude, eh?
Forgive that screen transition, viewers. I accidentally hit spacebar, which stopped Audacity recording. Oh well, these things happen. We are all but human. Anyway, the bird has been saved. I don't think it's ever explicitly stated, but yeah, this is Weegroff's Chocobo. Boko, named for Bart's Chocobo in Final Fantasy V. Like, it gets briefly hinted at, if we look at it. I'm sure one day there will be a remake that over-explains this. Anyway, let's go to Zirkal Falls.
What?
Zirkyle. It was called Zirkyle Falls there. Say Zirchil. That sounds different. Anyway, conveniently, not Weegroff. I'm getting the feeling the Gafgarian wants to be naked, so I will strip him such. Zirkyle, well, Zirchil seems vaguely German, so I'm going to say Zirkiel. Bring Shikamaru in. Honestly, Hal Bird isn't going to play as nice on this field as you would think. If he had a full complement of jump abilities, he would.
To battle.
But he doesn't, so he won't. Hey, it's Delita. We caught up to him pretty quick.
You are surrounded.
Even with Ramza's lengthy exposition.
The princess.
Do you so enjoy the taste of lie? And once I've watched you feed the fools,
What could we possibly get?
Your Highness! Agrius?
Agrius Gafgarian?
And yes, Gafgarian is going to betray us. That's why I stripped him naked. I couldn't remove his secondary ability in this version, but I always do in the OG version.
Betray you? You have a viper's tongue, milady.
I once tried to explain this strategy to some people on Reddit, and they're like, but he can still use Dark Sword. And it's like, no. What's the second word in there, buddy? If you don't got a sword, he can't use it.
I'm in the Order's employ, and theirs to see those
Some people are like, oh, we make him into a mage. And I'm like, why? He can still do stuff as a mage. Make it so he can just punch people.
As long as she lives, the threat remains that someone could assert her.
Anyway, yeah, they basically want her dead.
that fells a pause at it. Would you?
That one has the
A lot of this is kind of based off of stuff they do back in, you know, the 1970s when there were kings and queens walking around.
Yet again, he
To be fair, I'm sure the current royal family of Britain might have done something like that at some point. I don't know, though. I don't know these things. And that is just, on legal record, that is speculation. I do not know anything. It's, again, just conjecture and speculation.
No. This vile charade has gone on.
Now, it's theorized that since this was heavily inspired by Tactics Ogre, which is known for its multiple paths, that this was the branching point by which Ramza betrayal, by which Ramza could choose to take a different path.
Let's get this over with.
Yes, Delita is now a holy knight. He's packing some power under the hood. Let's shockwave these fine gentlemen. And she's going to cast Aegis upon herself, and she's going to flee. I like how they're still kicking around Throw a Stone.
Right then.
That might leave her with not enough MP to cast Aegis.
Hold on, Your Highness.
Do not be...
Have you any idea? She is a princess.
Of that I am well aware. Princess or no, her worth is spent.
Do you mean to mock her?
No more than we are mocked. Have you once? The only difference is that even should the princess live, it would own.
Then it is a mercy. This world has known.
Yeah, Gafgarian is kind of like... He's one of them guys. He's real cynical.
Delita. So I do. Are you mad? What of you, Delita? You think I would come? Listen well. I would free her.
Such grand work. If you would lie, boy. Now be honest with you.
I sell my sword to no.
Spare me the leg. You'd have me believe some book gives you your...
I would sooner cross.
Come on.
Okay, she's got enough MP for one Aegis. There. And once we bring Gafgarian down to critical, he'll bail. Unfortunately, this isn't a battle like Maluda or Weegroff or Argath, where he will... That'll win us the battle. Ooh, aim +7, okay. What you got? Thunder Rod, okay. Thundara it is. There. Now she's got a laundry list of positive statuses. Take that, buddy. Yeah, Delita can pretty much handle these guys on his own. Gonna use Shockwave such that I don't miss.
Tell me, sir.
I'm a human being.
I have no choice.
Yeah, we'll learn what Delita's whole deal is here. Rint. There. Yeah, sure. There.
Coming through.
Hit the princess for free experience. I'm sure Agrius will appreciate that.
What should I do?
Alright, cool. Basically did a kill steal on Delita.
Let the princess with me.
Delita.
Game. I do know you've made an enemy of the Order of the Northern Sky. The Order will send... Do you truly believe you can elude them with the princess slowing your escape?
Well,
But yeah, we can't elude
You
them.
would not act without counsel of the... Would you turn to Goltana then?
And what, sir, would you propose?
I would do only that which you...
and what exactly is that?
Very well.
Yeah, I like how he just backs off rather than admitting what his whole deal is.
It was Tetra. She watched over me then, as she does now.
So again, it's been kind of... This line has been kind of debated. There's one camp that believes that Tetra kind of shielded him bodily from the blast. Though she was long dead at that point, so it would kind of be like Mr. Incredible hiding behind that robot, as dark as that sounds. Another camp theorizes that it was not really a physical saving, but more like, oh, by seeing how much she was... By seeing how Argath just kind of killed her to get to Gargaroth. Had to remember his name. To get to Gargaroth, that really may open my eyes to the truth of the world and how people like me are used. Basically, Delita's character arc is going to be... You ever known a guy that was just like so afraid of being fooled that he tries to do the fooling? Yeah, that's Delita. But we're still
Know
buddies.
that you go with my thanks.
I hope this meeting is not our last.
I owe you my thanks as well.
This is the path I've chosen. Let us consider our options.
We could make for Lionel. The Church of Glabados rules there.
Cardinal Delacroix. Yes. Very well.
But yes, again, theorized that there were multiple paths you could have taken. Presumably, I guess you could have gone back in with the Northern Sky. Maybe you could have gone to the Southern Sky. Presumably what we're about to do would have been an option. I'm thinking there's probably like 3 or 4 options you could have taken. Because that's how Tactics Ogre is. Though the Delita analog betrays you no matter what. Anyway, now that we have our new marching orders, let's go to Lionel Castle. But we're going to get a new character next, and he's number 1 with a bullet. Anyway, this has been Three Roads Gaming. Sure, I'm glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.